In panel number 3, we are going to talk about issues which are affecting our health. We are going to have 8 excellent presentations on food production and medicine. And the first group is going to be represented by Shahat, production of medical requirements. Are you here with us already? Supervised by Dr. Tahani, Dr. Tamara. Anyone here already?
Hello.
Hello.
Everyone. My name is Chad Esam.
Welcome.
I hope you had a good rest.
Very short, but please start. We're excited for your presentation.
It's okay. Today, I'm going to talk about the production of the medical requirements. Our project aims to produce the simple medical and biological requirements, such as band and gauze, tongue pressure, syringes, gloves, and the blood collection tube, etc. Such stuff are very useful for the medical institute and commonly overall. So by producing this product would make world would make it valuable for the people in the same time reducing importing. I have a video if you can share it. No. Hello?
I think Mr. Felix is looking for the videos. Is that correct, Felix?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay.
I cannot. Was the video included in the presentation, or did you send it as a separate file?
I sent it before, I think, an hour.
Oh, before 1 hour. Okay, then
Yeah.
1 second. Did you send me an email, or where did you send?
I sent it on email.
Okay. Found it.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you can make sure that's maximum volume, Felix.
Medline produces, packages, and distributes a variety of critical medical supplies, including a sterile surgical pack that contains all of the disposable items necessary for a wide range of procedures, from tonsillectomies and knee replacements to liver transplants and open heart surgeries. Packs are customized to meet the needs of specific healthcare systems and physicians, and can contain as many as 200 separate items, from draping, gowns, and gauze to plastic tubing, sponges, and medical devices such as chemotherapy ports. Here's how the ethylene oxide sterilization process actually works. Pallets of packaged supplies are brought into the sterilization chamber, and through several vacuum cycles, the air is removed. Nitrogen and steam are
It's very necessary to be clean all the way that.
Yeah, should we maybe stop the video sometimes and you comment, because I think it's not easy to hear you when the video is also. Just tell me when I should interrupt, okay?
Okay.
Tell me stop.
Yeah.
Comes in, and finally, the ethylene oxide, or EO, is injected into the chamber and allowed to dwell until the products are fully sterilized, a process that takes on average 10 to 12 hours. Next, the majority of the EO is removed through several vacuum cycles by injecting nitrogen into the chamber and then pulling it back out. EO is captured and routed into a scrubber that combines it with water and sulfuric acid, which creates ethylene glycol. This liquid chemical that we all know as antifreeze is repurposed for use in many commercial and industrial applications like manufacturing polyester fibers. When the cycle is completed, a minute amount of the EO may remain in the chamber after the products are sterilized. A similarly minute amount is left over after it is scrubbed into ethylene glycol and emitted through the stack. Overall, less than 1% of all EO used in the process. At our Waukegan facility, Medline employees process approximately 16,000 of these sterile surgical packs every day. Packs are then transported directly to healthcare facilities where surgical teams can outfit an operating room with the necessary supplies quickly and with a high level of quality control. Medline reviews EO data daily, calculates it on a rolling monthly basis, and reports it regularly to the EPA. This allows us to clearly demonstrate that we consistently are at or below the established emissions safety requirements. Throughout our 24-year history of using this process at our Waukegan facility, we have consistently operated well below mandated safety and permitted levels. Medline is dedicated to studying the latest scientific research and dedicated to investing in new technology that protects our employees and the community.
Start you with us to explain a little bit about the video?
Yeah. Okay. We have there the packaging that we're studying in it now, and it should be clean all the time because of the, you know, now the word is a little bit.
It has to be sterile, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So here, what the ethylene can do for this level. Now we have a most important thing that we should focus on it. The point is, it's too many jobs. So we can find it in this way. If it can be in the factory or if it's beacon in the something else in it, and this thing can be easy to use, I think.
Thank you very much for your
thank you.
Great idea and for your presentation. Then I think we'll come to the next group. Yeah. It should be Mayam with us, talking about a website for dental students from the group from Dr. Hiba and Dr. Mann.
Hello, everyone. Is my sound?
We hear you very well.
For you?
Yeah, perfectly. Please start.
Okay, great. Hello, all. How are you? I hope everyone is okay. First of all, I'm Maryam Nabil, dental student at Al-Hadba University College. I'm so happy to be participating in this conference. And my idea is about website that supports dental students in their future work. Next, please. I'm on the project. This set helps to provide advice to students studying in the field of dentistry, as well as through these sets, I promote some of the necessary medical material that is dentist needs. This set includes pages to contact with pupils to provide advice returned to dentistry. Next, please. Website help to reduce jobless or employments. As we know, the social media is one of the great facilities should be used, especially in working. It has ability to contact people to each other, and it can reduce the distance between of them. This means the social media has ability to open a lot of way and opportunity to the person So all of us must use it in the right way. For example, in dentistry. In dentistry, we use a page on Instagram, for example, on Instagram, and this page present tips about dentistry, its objects and features, features and objective features and pro awarenesses to the pupil to maintain health of their teeth and how to take care about them. Next, please. Next. Next.
It should be visible for you. The page we see is promotion of dental materials, tools and equipment.
Okay, now it's promotional of dental material, tools and equipment. One of the good means it's search of the source of the goods. That is to say, mine rather. And one of the another hand to reach the benefit of these goods or service. And this applies to dentistry. For example, materials for filling, dental materials that are used in industry and explain about their type, based and result of each. Of course, this provides a good income and money, and addition to communication with a serious material, and divide that another of the dental work market. That is mean the promotional. That is mean the dental science every time is elevable, especially it's in the technology. So the portional is very important for the dentist, because the equipment and the material is evaluation all the time, because the dentist not is just a doctor. He is an artist and he is an engineer, because the tools and equipment using the technology. Next. Communication with the scientific society and conference. The social network set will make us a field and a good fan, and this will link to our fan, and the cause we work in the benefit us in forming a relationship and opening a great opportunity in the future for the career, especially participating a great scientific conference. It's increased to the person the scientific level and give more knowledge to them. For example, joining to the Iraqi Dental Student Association, IDSA, is one of the important organizations to the which dental student to be organized. It's to work for the scientific material, and it's participating with a good dentist, not from in Iraq and from all the Arabic world, and it's provide the opportunity, the lecture exchange program, and this would improve our scientific level. Next. Conclusion of the project. The conclusion of the project is it's very important to build a special website for the dental student. It's very important to document and to information in the science, as well as starting point for the communicating with this science. Such that is mean the student, he or she will find him or herself ready to work once he or she graduates. Triad in the support and the material for the science can be easier to the person specialized in it. We don't forget the necessary of the community, the necessary of conference and association is achieve our knowledge, and it's necessary for a good for any work in the future. Next. And thank you for the listening.
Thank you very much, Mayam, for this very nice idea how the association and young people getting together through using the internet and website can help not just community building, but also ease the transition to the labor market. So we're going to move to the third presentation. So there should be Mr. Abbas, Mr. Mohammed, and Dima from the group from Ms. Suhaib and Dr. Saad. Are you here with us? The presentation is on how we can operate the scan Ghana knife and linear accelerator in Mosul University Center of Medical Research. Are you with us? I guess not with us at the moment. If you, maybe people are having internet problems, maybe then we are moving to the next group, and if these colleagues are joining us, they can present later, because I've seen Alia being here with us. Speaking on awareness and empowerment in refugee camps.
Hello?
Hello, we hear you.
Uh,
But you have to speak louder. Your voice is very low.
Sorry.
Now it's perfect. Welcome.
Thank you. Sorry. A warm welcome to everyone. My name is Alia, and we are a group H07, but my colleagues Janan, Firas, Montasser, and Malina, and I reminded our group awareness and empowerment. And we are very happy to introduce you today our idea to fight unemployment. The next slide, please. Yes. And as we all know, is my voice clear?
We hear you well.
Okay. And as we all know, the situation in Iraq in general is very bad in terms of work, especially in the IDP camps. So that's why we took this concept and ideas to fight unemployment in the IDP camps. And the first one, we're gonna focus on the unemployment inside the IDP camps in Kurdistan. And the second concept will be about the awareness and empowerment workshops inside the schools in IDP camps. Next slide, please. Okay, now the overview about the first concept is the facts, challenges, chances, criteria, and project idea. And about the second concept will be project idea, our offer. And in the end, we're gonna explain about the resume. Please, the next Next one. And as you see in this slide, the facts, this chart is showing you the number of the camps in Kurdistan, 17 camps, and also number of the people in the camps of Kurdistan, above 160,000. And as you see in the second chart is showing us the ages of the people inside the camps. The next slide, please. So the challenges, what we knew about the challenges from the people who are living inside the camps is, the first one is the 7 years in the camps without jobs. And we all know about the life in the camps. It's very hard, especially when it is taking so long. And the second one is the people without educations. In their previous life, they could work, they could have their own business. Like some of them were doing the farming, were farmers, and also they had a source of the income. But after they left their hand, and after ISIS, they just left their source of income, and now it's very hard for them to find a work. And also the educated people, even there is so many young, and they are graduated, and they are educated, but they are facing so many problems and struggles to finding a job. And this is also the reasons that many young are leaving the country and leaving the land, because they cannot support their families and the community who are in need. And also, it's important to mention the mental health. So many of them are suffering from the problems in mental health. And as we all know, what ISIS did with the people, and how many of them traumatized because of the ISIS. And now they are just sitting in their tents and in that camp without any activities or jobs. And also, this is the reasons that led so many of them attempting the suicide. Yes. And as I mentioned it, how they did a very worse or bad crimes against the people, that led many women become the widows, and also a head of the family. So now they have to take care of the children, and also they support the family. And they have nothing in their hands to do, and they are just sitting in their tents. And also they cannot work out of the camp, because they should look after their children, because of the fire maybe happen in the camps, or maybe any bad thing may happen in the camps. And also in medical and the psychological issues after ISIS, as we all know, and also as I mentioned it, how the people are suffering from the psychological issues, and also medical issues, because most of the people who escaped from ISIS, most of them remain in the mountains for 14 days. And also they escaped by walking to the Syria, and this led them to facing or having now a very like severe medical problems. The next slide, please. The next one, please.
We are having the next one, Alia, but your internet seems to be not so good. Your voice is breaking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now?
We are seeing the chances, but if you could also come to your solutions, if you could also come to your solution as
Yes, the chances,
yeah.
what can we do? What we can give is opportunities to people, and also providing the educations for improving the quality of the educations inside the camps. And also that will be a chance for the children to continue their educations. If the parents could have a job, or anyone of the family could have a job or a source of income, that will help the children also continuing their educations, and they will not be like in case to work for their families. And also the empowerment by inspiring the others. This is also important. If we could provide the work for some people, that will inspire the others, and also motivate them for trying their best, to learning the skills, and also to trying to find jobs. And so this is for inspiring the others by our program. And the last one is the possible resources. Any possible resources may help them to find jobs or to find any source of income. Next one, please. Next slide. So the criteria, as I showed you in that chart, there is a huge number of the people who are displaced. So we supposed to have some criteria to see which group are more in need. So that's why we put the age, the marital statutes, number of the children, the gender, the medical, physical problems, and the psychological problems, and in need of the financial support, which resources they are in need. The next slide, please. So the project idea is provide jobs for unemployment and uneducated people, and improve educational institutions inside the IDP camps. So by this, we can make a survey about their previous work and skills. This will help us to give the suitable job to the right persons, and also this will save our capacity for helping the people. And the second one, and the main idea, is to transferring the skills and giving resources to the people to create their own income. The next slide, please. And the most important thing is to provide a moral and empowering support, psychological incentive help for them to start a new life and creating accepting jobs. The next slide. Now I would like to give chance to my friend to continue. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alia. Thanks, Afan. Good evening or good afternoon, good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. So we are in the awareness and the improvement inside the school in IDP camps. So the project idea is the workshop. Sorry, is my voice clear? Yeah.
Yes, your voice is
okay.
clear. Just in respect to all the other groups who are wishing to present in the next 20 minutes, I would like you to summarize. And
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I understand this important topic, but please be brief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So the project idea is the workshop about the English skills, language, and also the IT, and also the professional development. So also we have some question here. So we will just go to the next slide, please. For the next slide, what we want to offer. So, but weekly we can 1.5 hours for English course, and also weekly 1.5 hours for the IT skills sharing, and also twice per month workshop for the exploring individual skills and wishes, and also 1 per semester. So job escort for the teenagers, and also 1 per month is for the leadership training. This next slide. And also this for our information. Sorry, the resume also. Okay, yeah. So who is going to do that? So we can do that. The student is that internship, who is like just graduate or before graduate. So he can the teacher student, English student, and also IT student who is going to do that. Also, the second part is that we can use the volunteering who have the skills, we have the good English speaking, so he can do the same also. Also, the third part is that express the specific vocational fields. Also, reason. So we want to create income opportunity to the unintegrated people inside the IDPS campus. Also, we want to expand the education inside the IDPS camps, and also we want to provide a workshop and globally needed skills, and also on awareness, improvement, and also training for young people. We want to use the human resource as a student, volunteering as a professional to create this idea or to finish this idea, and also we want to generate a better education and a better perspective of individual life and hope. Also, in the end, I would like to add this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm really going to cut you short now. I think very important topic you raised, how to how to also
I
include
just
the
want to add
perspectives
something,
of
please.
marginalized peoples in society. I'll cut you short now because there's still 4 people who wish to present in the next. So
don't worry. Thank you
apologies
very
for
much.
that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your excellent contribution. I would like to invite the next group, SO5, Dabia, presenting on preparing of substances that contribute in fruit processing, featuring and preservation. Are you here with us?
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello.
My name is Dabia Rad. It is a difficult name, I know.
Sorry, I'm bad in all names. So
there is no problem. I am in group SO5. My talking today is about preparing of substances that contribute in food processing, featuring and preservation, which is one of the solution of unemployment crisis in Iraq. And this project returned to the members of my group. Chemicals are usually used by food industry called food additives, which can be used as flavoring, food coloring, stabilizers, and antioxidant. Next, please. We use food additives for many reasons. Number 1, they keep food safe to eat. Number 2, to extend the storage and shelf life of foods. Number 3, to increase the food nutritional composition. Next, please. There are 3 types of food additives. The second one is a natural. The first one, is a natural. The second one is a natural identical. And the third one is artificial. Natural food additives are substances that we find naturally in foodstuff. We extract them from natural sources and use them in others. They may be extracted through distillation, solvent extraction, or maceration. Second type, which is natural identical additives. These are natural substances, but can be synthesized because their syntheses are cheaper than extracting them from nature, such as vanilla. Next, please. Artificial food additives. These are additives do not exist naturally in foods, so we synthesize it, such as flour bleaching agent. Finally, I'd like to say this project will save our money and protecting our food system by preparing such chemicals, because this process needs to small laboratory. It doesn't necessarily need to set up factory. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for this nice idea. Now we are moving more to agriculture. We have a presentation on beekeeping at home by group EDO3. Obida presenting for us. Are you here with us?
مرحبا.
Hello, we hear you well. Please start your presentation.
Okay.
تفضل عبيدة تكلم. تفضل عبيدة تكلم.
It's all yours.
أنا عبيدة صفوان فاروق من جامعة النور قسم القانون من جروب EDO 03 بإشراف الدكتورة هبة والدكتور معن. أنا جدا سعيد بالدوام على الجروب وبين أفكار
عبيدة شوية استعجل حتى لا يفوتنا الوقت.
نعم النت شوية ضعيف يمي.
ايش ضيد next slide.
نعم
ضيد السلايد. نعم تفضل.
بس النت شوية ضعيف يمي. الواء واحد يقيم مكاني.
عبيدة.
نعم.
الآن تشوف السلايد رقم 2 تربية خلايا
لا ما أشوف. لا ما أشوف.
انت بلا دحق عبيده بدون ما تدحق، انت دحق، انت عندك اوراق يمك اقراها الاوراق. اقرا الاوراق اللي يمك، مالك شغله بالحاسبه. تفضل عبيده.
عبيدة تسمعني؟ ممكن أنت تشوف بدون ما تشوف العرض اللي بالمؤتمر. إذا أنت موجود عندك الباوربوينت على الموبايل أو لابتوب ممكن أنت تقرانه، وإحنا مستر فيليكس هو اللي راح يعمل برزنتيشن مالتك. تسمعني عبيدة؟
So Felix, are you going to share the presentation?
Actually, he has a problem. He has a problem in the net, I think.
Okay, maybe we can have a.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, move to other. Yes.
Move to others. So the next group.
Basim Isa.
Yeah, from group number EC. Olive production. Olive productions.
Yes, dear Basim, try to speak.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm going to introduce myself. I am Basim Isa Abbas, graduate from Mosul University, Administration and Economics College, Business Management Department. Before I start explaining my project, I want to thank Prof. Dr. Haik from RESI University, Mr. Felix from TU Dortmund University, and our university, Mosul University, for organizing this great and useful conference.
Thank you, Basim. You have 3 minutes. Please make sure you present your presentation.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So my project title is Olive Production and its Derivatives Cooperative Project. Next, please. So located in Bashika area of Mosul, millions of trees, a large crop of olives is produced annually, and the olive crop is known to be guaranteed. Next, please. It doesn't need very fertile agricultural soil or a large amount of water, and the land of the region is very large to grow such a crop. If you look at the local markets, next please. We will find that these markets are full of olive products and derivatives, such as olive oil, soap, and others in large quantities and at higher prices, all imported. Next, please. So our proposal is working cooperative between the owners of the farms because they are owned by individuals which graduates from faculties of agriculture, management, and other specialties. By making factors in the same area, Bashika and surrounding areas. Next, please. So these factors are working. These factors are working to fill olives and of all kinds, as well as the work of olive oil factories specialized in the manufacture of olive oil, soap, and other derivatives. These factories cost low, and their returns and profits are guaranteed and produced in the best types and international specification at competitive prices to the domestic market. They reduce unlimited imports and can be exportable. Next, please. So these factors can accommodate large numbers of graduates, technicians, engineers, and agricultural workers as well as farmers and farm owners. It will create economic complexes around these factories, and it's close to Mosul. Next, please. So these plants can be expanded with such factories as jams and tomato paste, the main food concerned in Iraq. Next, please. And thank you for listening and watching my presentation.
Thank you, Basim, for your presentation.
You're welcome.
Establishing cooperative is seems to me a very good strategy and idea. I would like to invite the last group for this panel. Also, the topic here is enhancing agriculture. Please make sure we are brief. We are brief, that we are not delaying so much. So
yes,
no greetings, just speak to the point. You're very welcome. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. My name is Milano. أنا أحدى أعضاء الجروب A08. قمنا بتسمية الجروب صناع الأمل. الجروب يتكون من يازي، ساندرا، ميرال، نزال، مينا وهنا وأنا ميلانو. Next, please. مشكلة البطالة في العراق منذ سنوات عديدة نعاني منها نحن المجتمع العراقي كفريق، وقمنا بمشاركة آرائنا وعمل شجرة المشاكل المتعلقة بالبطالة. قسمنا الجذور تتكون هي أسباب المشاكل، وأفرع الشجرة هي التأثيرات. المشاكل هي عدم الاتفاق بين وزارة التخطيط ووزارة التعليم، عدم إعطاء فرص عمل جيدة للمرأة، تعليم عن بعد هو أحد أسباب فشل الدراسة في العراق. موظفين كبار السن ليس لديهم حافز للتقاعد. ومن التأثيرات المشاكل في المستقبل موظفين لديهم خبرة قليلة وغير مؤهلين إلى العمل، وبسبب الضغوط النفسية تؤدي ذلك إلى العنف والسرقة وزيادة الجرائم. ويمكنكم النظر إلى باقي التأثيرات حيث لا يمكننا التطرق عليها لسبب ضيق الوقت. Next. 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 Okay. الأفراد المتضررين من هذه المشاكل هي اليد العاملة من سن 18 إلى 25، المستثمرين سواء داخل العراق أو خارجه، النساء في وجه الخصوص الذين يكونون المعيل الأساسي للمنزل، والأطفال المتشردين. Next. عندما أخذنا فكرة المشاكل ورأينا المتضررين منها وتأثيرها عليهم، قام كل شخص من الفريق بطرح فكرة لمشروع معين. Next. Next, please. أصبح لدينا 8 أفكار للمشاريع هي التي تعرض أمامنا، ولاختيار أحدهم قمنا بعمل معايير. وأول معيار قمنا بأخذه بعين الاعتبار تطوير مهارات الموظفين وتطوير البيئة. المعيار الثالث هو المشروع الذي نقوم باختياره يجب أن يضم كافة الفئات التي هي بحاجة إلى العمل. المعيار الرابع والأخير هو استدامة المشروع للمستقبل. Next. Next, please. Yes. وحسب هذه المعايير قمنا باختيار بناء سنتر تعليمي للزراعة المستدامة، حيث أخذ المشروع أعلى نسبة من النقاط حسب المعايير. فكرة المشروع بناء سنتر لتقديم الدورات عن إنتاج الزراعي المستدام. الفئات المستهدفة تكون كل المجتمع الموجود في منطقة المشروع. الاستراتيجية تكون زيادة الدخل من خلال زيادة الإنتاج الزراعي. Next. الهدف تحسين الدخل لكل المجتمع وتحسين الإنتاج الزراعي المستدام. Next. الفكرة الأساسية للمشروع من ناحية المجتمع والناحية المستقبلية، سوف نأخذ هذه النقاط بعين الاعتبار ونأخذ الفئات التي يستهدفها المشروع: خريجي كلية الزراعة، كلية الإدارة والاقتصاد، وأيضا الأشخاص الذين ليس لديهم أي شهادة كالفلاحين وغيرهم. Next, please. Yes. فكرة أساسية هي بناء سنتر تعليمي لتدريب الفلاحين والأشخاص المهتمين بالإنتاج الزراعي. بلدنا العراق هو مكان جيد للزراعة، لكن الفلاحين يقومون باتباع طرق تقليدية للزراعة، ولذلك إن نسبة الزراعة لا تتصف بالجودة. الدورات التي تقوم بها المتدربين سوف تكون عن الزراعة المستدامة وعن كيفية استخدام تقنيات حديثة للزراعة. Next. لكل مشروع نقاط قوة وضعف، ولمشروعنا نقاط قوة لوجود بيئة ومناخ مناسب للزراعة وبأخذ أكثر من فئة للعمل. نقاط الضعف هي بناء المشروع على الأغلب يستغرق وقتاً. الفرص الموجودة في المشروع هي زيادة الدخل والاعتماد على الإنتاج المحلي. التهديد يكون في بداية المشروع حيث يكون إقبال الناس على الدورات كثيرة، فلذلك لا نستطيع استيعاب العدد الهائل لنقص الإمكانيات كالموارد البشرية. Next. المشروع عبارة عن 5 مراحل، هي بناء سنتر لتقديم الدورات عن الزراعة الحديثة. سوف نأخذ المناطق التي حول السنتر ونعمل بها دورات عملية. نأخذ بعين الاعتبار المشاريع الصغيرة ونقوم بوضعها داخل المزرعة. بعد توسيع المزرعة وتضمين المشاريع الصغيرة فيها وزيادة الإنتاج، نقوم بتسويق المنتجات والمحاصيل الموجودة. وأيضا تستطيع المزرعة بتوصيل هذه المنتجات إلى المطاعم والشركات. وبما أن المشروع أصبح كبيرا، نقوم بإدخال مشروع لتربية المواشي والأسماك. Next.
I think you would have to come to the conclusions. I'm sorry to cut you short.
تجفيف الفواكه. المشاريع الصغيرة هي تجفيف الفواكه باستخدام التقنيات الحديثة تعمل على استغلال الطاقة الشمسية بشكل ممتاز. في المشروع هناك أشجار الفاكهة نستطيع الاستفادة منها في تربية النحل وزراعة الأعشاب الطبية وتجفيفها بالتقنيات الحديثة، ويمكن تسويقها للاستفادة. نعم.
ميلانو, please try to finish.
إلى الخلاصة.
تمام شكرا.
Thank you very much, Milano. Excellent idea to establish a center for sustainable agriculture. I would like to, we are moving to the next panel. We are moving to the next panel now. We have 10 presentations, which are all business ideas. And I'll give to Dr. Fauzi